What's up, Whoopers? It's Vice here, and you know what time it is. It's time for another interesting, silly, maybe, deck for Pokemon TCG Live. So today we're looking at Gyarados EX. It's one of the new Pokemon released in the Scarlet and Violet set. So not new Pokemon, of course. It hails from all the way back in 1997 at the beginning of the trading card game, Gyarados, amongst the first generation. And this iteration is pretty powerful. It's pretty strong. What does it do? So what makes it very compelling, the reason why we're looking at it today, is this attack here, Tyrannical Tail. For a whopping 5 energy, 3 water, and 2 colors, it does 180 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, it does 180 more. So no slouch in the damage output department. It's that colossal energy requirement that's very difficult to facilitate. Without something like, let's say, Frostmoth anymore to power it up, and until we get our hands on the next set where we see Baxcalibur, we've got to look for something different to get it going. And so that something different is another base set Pokemon of yore. It's the Blastoise from Pokemon Go. It has the ability Vitality Spring. Once during your turn, search your deck for up to 6 energy cards, attach them to your Pokemon any way you like, shuffle your deck. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So very strong ability. Obviously, being able to fetch energy from the deck is very powerful, and accelerate them is very powerful, but it ends your turn. So you have to be cognizant of that. You have to build your deck around that, and the target of those energies has to be strong enough where that drawback is worthwhile, and I think it's worthwhile here if you pull it off. So one of the things to note with Vitality Spring is the ability says search for up to 6 energy cards, and because it doesn't state basic energy, you can search for double turbo. So suddenly that colossal energy requirement on the Gyarados is not so bad. If you get a turn attachment on each of the turns that you need to wait before you can start swinging with Gyarados, so you get your first turn where you can't evolve, and you got your second turn where you've got to use Vitality Spring, then that requirement of 10 energy between 2 Gyarados comes down to 8. And then the double turbo is like a double attachment, so you remove a couple more, and before you know it, you could theoretically have a fully powered set of Gyarados going into your 3rd turn. So there is a bit of a combo there. And then the other aspect to the deck that you have to be wary of is the fact that with Tyrannical Tail, your opponent's Pokemon already has to have damage counters on it for it to work. So we run a couple of Pokemon to facilitate that. The first is Hawlucha. So with Flying Entry, you can play it from your hand to your bench, and you put 2 damage counters on, or you choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and you place a damage counter on each one, right? So that's the first way. And then the other way is you use this Radiant Alakazam to take energy from parts of the board and rearrange them as you need. So if you get an early spike draw with Diancie, for example, it works really well. So Diancie is your starter Pokemon, if you like, in this deck. The Princess Curtain ability makes it so your opponent's supporters can't target your bench Pokemon. Your opponent can't go, oh, I'll just Boss's Orders a Magikarp before it becomes a threat. Or I'll Boss's Orders onto the Squirtle to stop that from doing what it needs to do, or becoming a Blastoise. So I like Diancie. Being able to draw 2 cards, being able to put just a little bit of damage onto the board is enough for Alakazam to start doing its thing as well. And so you've got a slew of items that are pretty common across any sort of Pokemon deck. This deck runs for Irida, being that it relies on that Stage 2 Blastoise as part of its combo. Irida is very good to get you Rare Candy Blastoise, or if you happen to have certain parts of that combo already in hand, you can grab other things that are quite useful. You got Klara here for recovery in the mid game. You got Research here to tear through your deck, and you've got Boss's Orders back here just as at a 1 count. I would like another, and maybe I can fit it by playing with a few of the counts, but I'll leave that to you to decide if you want to play with that. At 10-4 on the energy count, you really need a lot of energy to make a deck as hungry as this for energy to work. Like, you don't even have enough energy for 3 Gyarados to be able to attack throughout the game. You need Klara to get back energy, and the other sort of cheeky card that we've gotten here as well is the EXP share, which can siphon energy off your Pokemon as they get knocked out and rearrange them to something else, potentially getting you a 3rd Gyarados. I think most of the time the game's over if 2 Gyarados go down, so I might even consider seeing this card cut from the list. I would consider it. So you got a couple of Beach Court to help facilitate your early game, and mainly just to counter your opponent's stadiums as well. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the deck. You probably want to see it in action to fully understand the flow and how it works. So I've got a game coming up for you in just a second. So if you enjoy seeing rogue decks, anti-meta decks, sometimes competitive standard decks, consider subscribing to the channel, or comment, or even like on the video, whatever you like. It's up to you if you're feeling generous, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. All right, Diancie, we got a couple of ball search cards as well, so not too shabby for turn 1. Hopefully we're going first. No such luck. Up against a lightning deck, and that's always concerning, but strap yourselves in. We're gonna see what happens. 20k coins, yeah, but I refuse to spend the coins on the shop items. And I never have. I actually haven't bought anything from the shop, I think. I refuse. Alright, let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Fast charge. Attacking on the turn 1. On turn 1, that's illegal. Blasphemous. Alright, let's go Magikarp. And, I mean, I enjoy a little bit of trolling. And we'll take Squirtle. All cosmetic, yeah. Yeah. We'll do this. I'm trying to think what I want to do on this turn. If I do this, then I'll add 2 cards to the hand with Spike Draw, which means Irida here is fine. But it depends on like what I draw as well. Irida will get us VIP pass, of course. And then we can just grab Blastoise and then use the Ultra Ball if we need. Pretty strong turn 2 out of us here. So we can go a Magikarp, and there's no Diancie in the deck, so we might even just grab. No Hawlucha either. Not that you would grab it with VIP, but just a mild concern. Actually, we can grab this because we can move the damage from Spike Draw. Yeah, this is good. And then we just Spike Draw. Two water is not really what you want to see, but it's fine. Now let's see if my opponent gets anything done on this turn. What we're going to look to do is move this damage with Radiant Alakazam on our turn. Can't imagine that they want to keep things going. I'm surprised they didn't play the escape rope there, but that's fine. Very surprised they didn't play the rope, but that works for us. So, Radiant Alakazam is going to be pretty important for us in this game. It's going to move the damage counters onto the Pokemon as required to gain a KO where we need it. It is unfortunate that we don't see the other Diancie. Very unfortunate. That's fine. Oh, they're sparking. Sparking, mate. All right. Cool. Yeah, missing the other Diancie sucks. Maybe we hit the Hisuian heavy ball. Promote Magikarp here because we got free retreat off Beach Court. Triple water. That's very annoying. Now I may as well grab Gyarados. Ooh. And research. Ooh, heavy ball. Thank you. Oh. Do I need Hawlucha? No, right? No, we want Diancie. We just need something in the active spot to make it difficult for them. Right? So now we retreat into the Diancie. Let's use Painful Spoons. And then we just use Vitality Spring. 1, 2, and then the rest. Would have been really nice to have the third Magikarp in play already, but never mind. What does my hand look like? Yikes. Oh, no, we got Lumineon. It's fine. So I'm trying to split the difference here, right? If they have boss's orders and they knock out the Gyarados, well, at least we got a Magikarp that has all of the energies. And we can Lumineon for something like Klara in that case to try and pull us through. Blastoise would be the pick here because we no longer need Blastoise's services. If they just hit us with the boss's orders, well, then that's a bit of a shame, but no such luck. It looks like the professor's research comes through and our opponent is going to have to make do with a Photon Blast onto the Blastoise. And in this position, we can now bounce a little bit of damage from this Miraidon onto the next. Sort of work our way through. We promote the Diancie here. Beach Court is in play, so we've got our run of the retreating options. 6 and 4. So look, the thing is in this matchup, no matter what, they're taking 2 KOs, like 2 prizes a turn. So I think it's fine to put Lumineon in play here. It's fine. And we'll just grab Irida and play it. Gyarados. And, I mean, I guess we could grab Ultra Ball or Level Ball. Probably Ultra Ball, just for a bit of extra flexibility. Retreat. We're going to use Painful Spoons and move at least 1 damage counter over to this one. Probably. As long as it goes somewhere. And then Tyrannical Tail. So the way Tyrannical Tail works is it does 180, and if your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters, do 180 more. So it's a colossal amount of damage. Very, very strong. Of course, the issue is that it takes quite a lot of energy. And you have to set it up so that they already have damage on them for it to be, like, very effective. So, yeah. There's some challenging aspects to the Gyarados deck, but we're giving it a dig. Giving it a good go. You're going to need more energy than that. You're going to have to do more than that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you whiff? I hope they whiffed. I hope we have so much HP that they whiffed, even with the weakness. Because that would be hectic. No. Oh, you are going to be mildly disappointed. Because we just go like this. And we go like this. Go like this. And go like this. And take this one. And we can go Painful Spoons. Oh, you know what? Heavy Ball. Hawlucha. Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Flying Entry. 10. And 10. Tyrannical Tail. And we need to find an energy, and then we're good for next turn. 1, 2. Energy, please. That'll do. Double Turbo will do. Because we do so much damage, neg 40 just doesn't matter. So what's it going to be, Miraidon? What's it going to be? This has been a good game to show what, like, this deck can do. It only took our opponent to stumble for one turn for our fortunes to change, you know. 300 HP being so much that Raichu couldn't get it done? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. So, now the issue is that this Pachirisu is probably going to get a KO. We don't really have a good way to get around it. Stop that from happening. And that kind of blows. Oh, it's not affected by weakness. Oh, we're fine. We're absolutely fine if they attack with the Pachirisu. I just realized. No problem. No problem. It's all going to be all right. We'll be okay in the end. Everyone discharge. Uh-oh. Put the water energy over here. Thank you. And we probably don't need to do anything. We'll just Tyrannical Tail. Right. Now, the only thing that would suck is if they, I guess, like, try and take our Radiant Alakazam off the board. That would be the thing that sucks. But we are very far ahead now. They missed 2 attacks. Well, they didn't miss 2 attacks, but they attacked with the Pachirisu and it doesn't apply weakness, so... this might be curtains for them. You know, what do you attack with? I don't really know how you work your way out of this situation as the Lightning deck. Because I only have to take 1 prize to win. Yep. Photon Blaster? Sure. Well, look, there you go. There you have it. The Gyarados is going to go down, but we come in with our next one, and it'll be curtains for the Miraidon. There's the XP share way too late. But that's fine. That's fine. We got there. Hey, look. This match will probably go into a deck profile, so if you enjoyed that game and you like seeing off-meta, rogue, weird decks, sometimes competitive decks, please consider giving me a follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So take care and goodbye. Enjoy.